Since the 80s, when anime began to gain popularity outside of Japan, millions of fans have watched and enjoyed the series, read the novels and manga, and played the games. Yeah, people are crazy about anime, and every year its influence on related industries grows. New titles are being released, and the ones already known and loved by the audience are increasingly being called masterpieces. Hello everyone, and welcome to my Shadow Tavern. Today I have 20 best anime series that every new anime fan should know. And here's the thing, this issue was originally released 2 years ago, compiled from comments under the previous video. Now it probably needs to get expanded and updated, and I hope you'll help me. Leave your suggestions in the comments. Make yourselves comfortable, and have a great time watching. Death Note is probably one of the most famous anime in the world, which is recommended to watch even if you do not like anime. It is a sci-fi detective psychological thriller. Even the gods of death can get bored. So Ryuk, the god of death, got bored and dropped his notebook near a mere teenager. Anyone whose name is inscribed there is bound to die. Such a power can be used for anything, but the protagonist of the series, Yagami Light, decided to use it to cleanse the world of criminals. The Death Note is quite dark, and its protagonist is not the stereotypical good guy like in many other series. It has a different morality, different motivations, and different characters than most shows. A must-see show for everyone. I think the best way to get a complete experience is to stop at 25 episodes out of 37. That's just my opinion though. Feel free to add your own in the comments. Kill La Kill. Every Kill La Kill clip is instantly recognizable, and for good reason. The unique design and animation are filled with energy, eccentricity, and action in every frame, making it hard to confuse with any other anime. Kill La Kill is the story of a tense rivalry between Ryuko Matoi and Satsuki Kiryuin. Ryuko is looking for the owner of the other half of the giant special blade that was used to kill her father, and Satsuki, who rules the school and the town with a firm hand, becomes her prime suspect. As in director Hiroyuki Imaishi's other works, the first conflict in the anime is only the starting point for the main adventures. Kill La Kill has a lot of fan service and controversial scenes that are literally on the edge of being rated R. Attack on Titan is a worthy combination of strong characters, well-crafted battle scenes, and an atmosphere that fills the viewer with eerie fear. It is the story of how the remnants of humanity, besieged by the terrifying Titans, fight for survival. The imagery, incredible plot, and atmosphere of this series is what makes it so unique, and why so many anime fans love it. There's a lot of drama, a lot of hard and bloody moments and plot twists. Attack on Titans doesn't have as many episodes as other popular titles, which makes it even easier to dive into the story. However, there are full-length movies that complement the story. The series is expected to be finished at the end of this year, a perfect time to watch it in its entirety if you haven't already. No Game No Life. Most anime fans will agree that No Game No Life is one of the most brilliant series of all time. The story is about Shiro and Sora, who are famous for being able to defeat any opponent in any game together. Deity of the other world, which is built and governed by the laws of various games, takes them in the hope of finally meeting worthy opponents and having some fun. The protagonist must adapt to this new world in order to survive the seemingly harmless games. The series is truly captivating, especially for gamers, because of the unique world concept and rule-based story. There is vivid animation and some inappropriate, though censored, nudity. The TV adaptation, while popular, has not been particularly successful. In 2014, only one 12-episode season was released, and in 2017, a movie adaptation of the 6th volume appeared. Bleach. This is an adaptation of the manga of the same name by Tite Kubo, and is one of the longest-running anime in this video. By the way, many fans think that only the first 60 episodes of the anime version are worth watching, and then the series gets lost in plot dead ends, which is almost never the case in the manga. Still, it is interesting to watch. The story is about a high school student named Kurosaki Ichigo who can see ghosts. This special power has been with him for a long time, but one day he is attacked by a strong evil spirit, meets a Shinigami, a conductor of souls, and later he himself has to fight the Empty and send the souls of the dead to the underworld. The series is known for its dark and gory style, and is always very popular among anime fans. It is essentially a 24-episode adaptation of the original manga, gore and brutal. The plot follows a group of assassins who are joined by a village boy named Tatsumi. They aim to destroy the corrupt and brutal in power using ancient artifact weapons, and hope to build a new and perfect land of law and justice. Of course, the people at the top of the empire are not happy with the uprising, and send their own elite assassins on the hunt. And once again, don't let the bright graphics fool you. This is a dark fantasy filled with violence. Soul Eater is a fascinating anime series about a group of students who attend the Shibusen School of Weapons and Magic in the fictional City of Death somewhere in Nevada. The protagonists are accompanied by companion friends who can transform into living weapons. The weapons have to collect 99 villain souls and one witch soul to reach a new level of power. So quite a bit of the plot will be devoted to hunting all sorts of villains, demons, and monsters. There is a lot of humor, various adventures, and fight scenes in the series. Bone Studio has always shown the highest level of graphic quality, so the series is good, no matter how you look at it. There are 51 episodes in the main series, but if you want to have fun, you should watch the first half. 26 episodes, then the anime gets a bit boring. Blue Exorcist is an anime series based on the original 2009 manga by Kazue Kato. The story is about a teenager named Rin Okimura who discovers that he and his twin brother Yukio are Satan's children, half-blood demons born of a human woman. As a result, Rin realizes that he has inherited hellish powers, and his father plans to destroy the human world with his help. The story tells of Rin's quest to thwart the demonic plans and become an exorcist to stop his father. The anime consists of 25 episodes of 24 minutes each. If you're a casual viewer like me and after watching one season long ago decided that was it, there's still a 12-episode second season of The Blue Exorcist, the Kyoto Saga in 2017, and there's still talk of a third season, but it hadn't been released at the time of the original issue release. Steins Gate is an adaptation of the game, a visual novel, the second installment in the science adventure franchise. The original series was created by the anime studio White Fox, aired in 2011, and consists of 25 episodes. There are also sequels, Zero and Deja Vu. The plot revolves around Rentaro Okabe, a scientist who succeeds in inventing a way to send emails into the past, thus influencing the future, and later even being able to travel through alternate timelines. Eventually, however, his invention becomes known to a powerful organization that decides to seize the time machine. Steins Gate is still considered one of the best sci-fi series in the genre and is recognized by anime fans around the world. If you like time travel stories, fast-paced, twisted plots, and adventure, then this anime will please you with a great storyline with almost no absurd and illogical plot holes. Cowboy Bebop was very popular in the early 2000s. For some, it may have been their first anime. This neo-noir space western is set in the year 2072, when humans have colonized a number of planets and moons in the solar system, leaving behind an Earth unfit for further life. The story follows a team of bounty hunters aboard a spaceship called Bebop. The characters in Cowboy Bebop are mysterious outsiders who are easy to like and sympathize with. 26 episodes were aired in 1998 and 1999. The series was an absolute flop in Japan, and the world premiere was held on the Adult Swim channel in 2001, after which the series gained fame as the founder of anime aimed at Western audiences, a masterpiece, and the benchmark for English dubbing. Tokyo Ghoul, the anime series, has caused a lot of controversy among anime and manga fans around the world. Many of them agree that the original manga on which the series is based is much better than the TV adaptation, revealing the characters better and not rushing through the plot. Nevertheless, Tokyo Ghoul is an excellent dark anime, capable of surprising and generally quite bloody, especially if you watch the uncensored version. The series is set in Tokyo, which has become a city full of evil, bloodthirsty ghouls who look ordinary and can disguise themselves quite successfully as normal people. At the center of the plot will be a simple guy, Ken Kaneki, who after the attack and not completely transformed into a ghoul and did not remain as before a man. Hunter x Hunter Shonen, adventure, tales of superpowers, magical creatures, powerful enemies, crime and fantasy. This anime series probably has it all. The original was released in '99, and its source, manga, became one of the most popular in publishing history, selling over 65 million copies by the time the full-length movie was released. The 2011 anime series is a reboot of the original. Everything is the same, just brought to a more modern look. The events take place in a world similar to ours, but inhabited by fantastic creatures, a world full of dangerous and unexplored places, and an important role in it play the hunters, who are able to control the power of their aura. Gon Frinks, the main character of the anime, dreams of becoming one of them and joining the ranks of the organization to find his father. Code Geass. The series is set in a parallel world in 2010, where only one great power, the British Empire, rules the world either by diplomacy or war. After a long political conflict, it uses advanced weapons to seize the territory of Japan and declares it Zone 11. Lelouch, the protagonist, was once a prince of the British Empire, but lost his right to the throne after the death of his mother, was exiled to Japan, and then vowed to destroy his father, the emperor, as well. 7 years later, an amazing power arrives that can help the resistance liberate the country and avenge his mother. The character design and graphics of the anime series were created entirely by Clamp's all-female team of artists. The series is deservedly popular among anime fans from all over the world thanks to its quality story and has won worthy awards more than once. One Piece. Since 1999, there have been over 900 episodes and 14 full-length movies of this anime. And of course, sitting down to watch it from scratch is extremely risky. Nevertheless, the story of Monkey D. Luffy is a classic that you should at least know, if not love. Luffy has taught fans that if you really want to accomplish something, you have to put your heart and soul into it. He is a good-natured and enterprising pirate in search of a great mystical treasure called One Piece, and whoever finds it will become the next pirate king. The events take place in a world that consists almost entirely of oceans, inhabited by many other races besides humans, and the dangers and mysteries on the way to the title and the treasure will be enormous. Sword Art Online. Virtual games will become extremely popular in the near future, and with full immersion technology, players will be able to experience MMORPGs as if they were actually there. Entertainment becomes a nightmare. When players are trapped, there is no way out, and death in the virtual world means death in the real world, and freedom for all trapped players will only come with the completion of the game. Sword Art Online has a huge fan base. Beautifully drawn series with incredible music and sound, a large part of the success has brought its popularity among gamers around the world and especially MMO gamers. Perhaps the most successful were the first 25 episodes, which aired in 2012 and were based almost entirely on the novels by Reki Kawahara. Fairy Tail. At the center of the story is one of the many wizard guilds scattered throughout the anime world. Its members take orders, get hired as guards, fight other guilds, and are put to the trials in order to gain glory for everyone and earn riches for themselves. As usual, several characters are brought to the forefront, who together fight evil and get into countless adventures. It is worth admitting that Fairy Tail is quite repetitive, and at a certain point it begins to seem that the events have happened before in the plot, but with different enemies or in a different place. My Hero Academia. Superhero stories are a dime a dozen, but My Hero Academia offers a unique twist on a familiar genre by focusing on Izuku Midoriya, the protagonist who has always dreamed of doing great things, but was born without superpowers in a world where almost everyone has abilities. And even after he gets his quirk, the series is still able to dilute the plot, surprise, and come up with new worthy challenges. Thanks to stunning animation, an excellent cast of well-developed supporting and main characters, and the writer's inexhaustible talent for coming up with the most unconventional superpowers ever seen on screen, My Hero Academy has consistently remained one of the most popular contemporary anime series. Naruto, Naruto Shippuden, Boruto. If you have ever heard of anime, you have heard of Naruto. It is the third best-selling manga of all time, with more than 300 million copies sold in over 35 countries. Written by Masashi Kishimoto, the story follows Naruto Uzumaki as he grows up trying to become the best ninja, seeking recognition and dreaming of one day becoming the Hokage. There is also a sequel, Shippuden and Boruto, which already consisted of more than 500 episodes. I can mix up the numbers, so fans, feel free to correct my words in the comments. The story does not end there. There is a new next generation with its own adventures, but in this video I want to highlight the story of Naruto and his friends. All the characters are great, including the antagonists. The story always keeps the viewer engaged and excited, and that's why this is one of my favorite long-running series that has done an incredible amount to popularize anime around the world. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo is a phenomenon. First of all, as of 2012, the title was recognized as the longest-running manga in the world, with sales of 60+ million copies and still no screen adaptation. And secondly, almost no other anime has such a devoted and unanimous army of fans. At the same time, the adaptation itself is noted for being as close to the original as possible. If you're excited about some of the manga moments, they will almost certainly be in the adaptation as well. In 2004, the series was rebooted and became popular all over the world. The plot is based on story arcs, connected to different characters belonging to the same family tree. Each story involves family secrets, mysticism, and powerful enemies. Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood. The series tells us about the adventures of two brothers in a world where alchemy is on the same level as technology and science. Attempting to bring their mother back from the dead, they failed and paid a high price. One of the brothers lost his leg and then willingly parted with his arm only to catch the soul of his disappearing brother and bind it to an empty suit of armor. Growing up, the brothers are constantly searching for the mythical Philosopher's Stone that can reverse their fates and make them whole again. Full Metal Alchemist is widely acclaimed for its quality, detailed story, character development, and intriguing plot twists. The story of their journey is full of drama, and the secondary characters have quality personalities and a justified place in the plot. The second adaptation is much closer to the source material and is a perfect example of how well an anime can immerse the viewer in the story. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Feel free to share this video with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and click the buttons below the player. And see you in the next issue.